I recently received an email from a parent. It's got me real fired up, so I think it's important we talk about it. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Erin from Wild Seeds SLP. I'm a neurodiversity-affirming practitioner who's striving to help others shift the way we support autistic children. Okay, so back to the email. The email was describing a situation happening at school for their autistic child who is in elementary school. The parents were very rightfully expressing their concern as their child's name was being placed up on the classroom board for all to see because the teacher felt the child was not listening. And as a result of this, their child's free playtime was being taken away from them. And this wasn't just happening one time, it was happening frequently. My heart honestly just sank when I read about this classroom management strategy just in general, but especially for a child who is experiencing the world differently. And I honestly just felt like shouting out, like, where is the understanding? This like shouldn't be like this. There is such a better way to support this. Because really what compliance based in these punishing actions like this lead to is shame, these feelings of defeat, their needs not being recognized or met. And in this longer term picture, this really negatively impacts well being and a person's sense of belonging. The child actually even said this to their parents, telling them that they felt embarrassed about what was happening at school. Okay, so here's the problem with this. When we view a child's actions, like in this case, if we're viewing it as the child is choosing not to listen, and we're viewing those actions from a perspective of willful disobedience, then we are missing the bigger picture and an opportunity for like real support and real learning. And when the adult focuses on getting their plan met, which again in this case is to get the child to follow along with the class, we miss this huge important opportunity to look at the foundations of support. What does this child actually need in this moment? And I can tell you with certainty that it is not to be publicly shamed for doing things differently and needing different accommodations. So instead, we could think about why the child is experiencing challenges during group activities. Think about what would change if we reframed our thinking from how do I get this child to listen to me and instead to what support might this child need from me right now? We can start by looking at the underlying reason behind the action. And in order to do that, we need to understand more about autistic ways of being. I also want to point out that I do truly feel the teacher is doing the best with the knowledge they have, and they are only doing what they've been shown to do in the past. But what would change for this child if they felt truly connected to their teacher, that the teacher was on their side, confident that their teacher understood them and could help them get their needs met? That's why this message of neurodiversity affirming approaches is so, so important to keep sharing and spreading. We have the opportunity to do so much better for the autistic children in our care.